The world is passing through a turbulent phase, and it is becoming extremely important to think about the business strategy and take steps to not only counter the challenges which are emerging currently, but also take care of the future needs. It is here that the conceptualization of new businesses and the changes that are needed in the current businesses have to be thought on the principle of good for society and good for business. In the initial stages, when you start thinking about a business prospect, whether it is a product or a service, on the premise of good for society, good for business, then obviously the challenges and the questions would come immediately from across the board. Still, there is a thought that any business or any product or any service which is good for society may not be good for business. But in the current world scenario and whatever is going on around us, it has become extremely necessary to devise businesses on this premise of good for society, good for business. Because health, safety, and security needs are becoming more important than ever in the current turbulent world order. And if you have to take care of the people's health, security, and safety needs, then you have to, from the very beginning of your business model, or if you are changing your business model, have to think about the resourcing, processing, and the profit model on the lines of they being on the premise of or meeting the principle of good for society, good for business. As far as resourcing is concerned, it is not that difficult to have your processes based on this whole premise of having good for society. Because in resourcing, in any case, if you have to meet ESG norms, your resourcing has to be taking care of the good for society part. Same with the processes. If your processes are from the very beginning based on this whole premise of being good for society, they would meet not only the ESG norms, but also they will take care of the current challenges that people are facing around the world. And as far as profit model is concerned, there has been a thought process, and it has been a challenge for corporate managements to convince boards that the profit model can be good, or profit model can be growth oriented, even if they are good for the society. The whole processes, resources, and the whole product model is good for society. But the way the world is changing, the way the world is witnessing problems, it has become more important than ever to think of the business models meeting this good for society norm. And experiences have shown that people are ready to pay premium for the products which meet this objective of being good for society. And once you start thinking on these lines, the way forward could be seen in a way which it was not possible earlier. The trade is getting disrupted. The overall economic scenario is being tough across the world. The way forward in terms of growth is getting murkier day by day. And it is in this kind of a scenario where people, consumer, and across the board governments are looking for business models which are good for society. So plan your business model according to that, and there are more chances of succeeding on this premise of good for society, good for business model today than it was ever. Thank you. I'll come back with the videos and insights on disruptive strategy and also strategies that are required to counter challenges of today's world. Thank you.